Okay, good afternoon. Again, this is Alan Burgos. Welcome to our tutorial or demonstration. So this time around, um, as you can see on the screen right now, I have the Microsoft Visual Basic 4 application. Okay, now, okay, so what we will do today or discuss is all about variable. Okay, so variable. So first of all, okay, let me write a code first. Sub in sample of variable. Okay, variable here, and then open and close parentheses. Click OK. Automatically, there will be an end sub there. No, it 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 signifies that it will be the end of your sub or your program, whatever it is. Okay. Now, okay, since we will be discussing all about the variable. Let me write the word X or the letter X and then equal sign, and let me type 923 923. Okay, and then click, right, press enter, and first name, okay, first name Pedro, for example, Pedro. Okay, and since this is a string, okay, we will enclose that with open and close quotation mark. Okay. Now, what does it mean by this? What does it mean by this? Meaning to say, this is your variable name. X is a variable name, but later on, I want you to use a variable name that will fit the purpose of your it will fit the purpose of your variable. For instance, if this is it signifies if you want to store the ages of your students, meaning to say the variable should be related to age. Maybe you can have age there, you can have ages. It's up to you um, how would you do that, right? But in the meantime, for the sake of this demonstration, we will be just using the X here, 923, and maybe the first name, Pedro, or maybe we could have letter Y there, okay, for the sake of this demonstration, and okay, we will type Y there, right? Y, okay, X and Y. Now, just to formalize this, I would like to assign dim X as a string, okay, sorry, as uh, as string, sorry, as integer rather, as integer, and press enter. Okay, it means to say we are correct because it highlighted as a color blue. Right now, we will assign dim y as a string, rather as a string. Press tab. Yeah, there you are. So meaning to say, this particular variable y, the data type of this is a string, and the data type of x is integer also. Okay. Now, um, okay, now I would like to assign this, or I would like to see the value of variable y in a message box. So how can I do that? So message box here, okay, and instead of typing y here, instead of typing y there, let us try this first. When we type y there, okay, we will be, okay, having this one, no, sorry, message box. Why? Because it should be enclosed with um quotation mark. Yan, y, message box y, there you are, y, right? Okay, now instead of typing the word y, what I would do right now is to just type the variable there, no, the variable y. Okay, so let us try. So that will be that will be a same result. Okay, now uh okay, what I would like to do right now is to use input box and message box. I will be asking a user of his or her age, okay, age, first name, last name, and then I will concatenate that in a message box. So how would I do that? Is first what I would do is to declare, no, dim age as integer. Okay, so dim age, dim first name, no? These are the variables that I would have as string. Okay, and dim last name as string for that matter, no? Yeah, there are. Okay, so I have three variables: age, first name, and last name. Okay, age, first name, last name. Age as integer, first name as a string, last name as a string. Okay, now, okay, how would I do this? For example, age, that is my variable name, correct? That is my variable name. You can see there, no? Age, that is my variable name, equal sign, input box. Instead of I will just be assigning 45 here, for example, or 34 here, okay? The value will depend on the information that will be given by a customer. All right, so we will be using an input box. Input box. Okay, now input box, I will be asking, no? So it will be enclosed in an open and close parentheses plus quotation mark, all right? And then what is your age? Something like that. Okay, what is your age? And then quotation, all right? And then there you are. What is your age? Okay, now, okay, so whatever information that this particular user will input will be stored in a variable named age. Okay, now, where are, okay, let us troubleshoot this. Okay, what is your age? Yeah, there are. Okay, but, oh yeah, there, we are correct. And then the next thing there is the first name. We are done with the last name, right? First name, okay, let us follow this one. First name, small letter. Okay, first name equals sign, um equals sign, input box. Right. What is your first name? What is your first name? Okay, sorry, question, there should be a question mark. Question mark. All right, station, there you are. Okay, and then last but not the least, last name is equal to input box. What is your last name? Question mark. Okay, colon, and there you are. Let us not forget the quotation mark, and then of course the close parenthesis. Okay, so we are correct right now, no? So let us analyze that without running this application yet. Okay, so meaning to say, we have three input boxes. Okay, input boxes will appear on the screen one by one. Okay, first input box will appear, the input box of your age. No, it will ask you your age. Okay, the second one is for the first name. It will ask you your first name, and the last one is it will ask you the last name, etc. Okay, now we will concatenate this by combining it in a message box, MSG box. Okay, first name. Okay, first name. All right. Yeah, there are space, and then we will be using mm, ampersand as a concatenation character or operator for that matter. First name, and we will be using the variable now, which is first name. Okay, first name, and then we will be using another concatenation, where are you? There you are. And then we will be using VBCRLF. Okay, meaning to say, what does it mean by that? Meaning to say, it will just um, move the next, move it into the next line. Okay, VBCRLF, and we will be using ampersand again, and last name, all right, last name. Okay, and then ampersand again. Okay, the variable, this time around we will be using the variable name, and then we will be using ampersand, ampersand, and of course the age. This time around, the age. Okay, now there you are, and ampersand. Okay, ampersand with the age and age. There you are. Okay. Now let us analyze that before we we run this particular program. Message box, first name, VVCRL, last name, last name. Okay. All right. This time around, we will be using VVCRL F again to move it into another line. VB CRLF. Okay, LF. Okay, and then ampersand. Okay, okay, we are now correct. Now let's try this one. Let's try this one by clicking the run button or F5 on the keyboard. Yan. There are. Okay, for example, what is your age? The age of this person is 23. Okay, and type Alan, first name, and then Kaidik, for example. Okay, and then click OK. Look at that, no? Beautiful. Alan Kaidik. First name, Alan. Last name, Kaidik. Age, 23. So it's up to you how would you perform that based on your scenario or based on your situation. Okay? Now, okay, super well. Okay. Yan. If you're learning about this, if you learned something about this tutorial, please just subscribe on this channel, like on it, share on it as well. All right. Thank you very much. And again, um, this is Alan Burgos. Bye bye and God bless.